Whenever you're ready, guys, if somebody wants to do a lovely little clap for me. And here we go. So, hello and welcome to the Short Chris Rock Show interview thing, as I've called it. I'm joined by the guys from Sick Joy. So who have we got? We've got Michael.
Michael, yeah.
And Danny, if I'm correct. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So, obviously you've got your new EP coming out in 2 days' time. That's called Amateurs. And first off, I wanted to talk to you guys about supporting for Feeder at Brixton last week. How was that experience for you guys, and how did that actually come about?
It was a lot of fun, man. How did it come about? Our manager Noah's Grant, I think, and was like playing our music, and he was like, "Oh, they're pretty good." And then he was like, "Do you want to play Brixton?" And we were like, "Yeah, I'm free. I suppose I'll give it a go, man."
Was there any like interesting events that happened there for you that would make the night quite memorable at all?
The loading in, we've never had anyone load in for us before, so I thought we were getting robbed originally. So, like, we opened the back of the back of the van, and these guys were like, "Are you in the band?" I was like, "Yeah," and they started grabbing our gear, and we were like, "Whoa, what?" Am I allowed to swear?
Go for it, I can bleep it.
Yeah, just having someone load your gear in was pretty cool.
Okay, that's pretty awesome.
To be honest, I don't even have to play. Someone just moving my gear about, it's good enough for me.
So obviously you're playing to sold out Sebright Arms tonight. A little bit different size venue to Brixton, and obviously, was I right in thinking that the first gig you ever played as well was also sold out? Yeah. Have you got how does it make you feel to be playing sold out shows all the time, and have you got anything special planned for tonight at all?
It's cool, man. It's better than doing it to a barman on his own. Special wise, I think we just do what we always do, just regardless of how many people are there, you just got to give it what you do and all that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to also ask you, what is the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at any of your gigs?
We had this the other day. I seem to forget everything that's ever happened to us in my entire life. Craziest thing that's happened to me at a gig. Come on, Dan, help us out here, mate.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't think we're really crazy people, man.
Yeah.
It's
just a boring standard band.
We just rock up and just do what we do.
A really nice homemade pasta in the van before we started.
Nice.
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah.
The capers in there. Can't knock the capers. They're pretty expensive, but if you want to treat yourself.
So you guys qualified chefs in that case?
No.
Fair play. So not flipping burgers anytime. I also wanted to ask you, do you guys have any odd rituals that you perform before going on stage at all? And is there anything you can show me?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 2 minutes time, just come in. Not really, man. It's it's just, the rehearsal's the same as a gig. You get a bit more like excited and stuff, but yeah, we've done a fair few. So
a few shots, a few whatever, you know, a few drinks, and that's about it, really. I think that's all you need.
Classic rock style.
I think it makes you a bit more like nervous or something or just nervous in general if you start making it this big thing. You just play with your friends, man. It's all good.
Exactly. So I wanted to also ask you, obviously coming to the EP, why did you choose the name Amateurs for the EP?
Because that is a great question. Thank you. You're the first person that's ever asked us that, and I've been dying to say, because everyone thinks we're taking the piss out of ourselves or not. When we were in Germany, we were recording some demos with a friend, and he told us that amateurs comes from the Latin amor or something, which means to do it out of love. So if you're a professional, you do it for money, but if you're amateur, you do it because you love it. And I thought that's great. Probably gonna have someone that's like perfect at Latin, go, that's a lot of wrong. But as far as we know, that's what it is. So
that's really, really cool to know, actually. Your last video that you released last week for Senses, first of all, it looks like chaos. I wanted to know how you managed to not get injured. Did you?
He definitely did.
I got someone in the face with my elbow, but I remained unscathed out of it, I think. My t-shirts didn't. I got a few ripped t-shirts.
I could see that happening.
Other than that, I think we managed to get out of it. Danny was supposed to be in it, but he was hungover. So.
I just got pizza, man. I just got pizza for everybody. So I was the pizza guy, yeah.
Was there a particular meaning behind that video at all?
We wanted to do because we keep getting called heavy pop and noise pop. Pop seems to be in our name, like people keep branding us pop.
Okay.
So we're trying to do like a bastardized version of a pop video, but without shaking my head and being like rock band. So that'll be a bit of fun. Plus it was cheap and we are poor, so.
Fair play. So obviously you guys, going on from that, you take a lot of influence like Pixies and Nirvana, which I can hear bits of in there, which is really, really cool
We
to
are
take it.
Nevada,
No way.
Had a really, really long break.
Are there any other artists in any other genres that have influenced you musically, or
Loads, yeah.
is there any?
Nine Inch Nails definitely is.
Ghost Poet is rad. He's killer. Yeahs, love the Yeahs. Yeah, loads of stuff, man.
Tons of stuff. The Hives, like some of my bass tones and stuff come from like the Hives bass
Nice.
tones. Just all sorts of different things. It's just like really random things you would never expect. It's just like take small little bits from it and then.
I don't even actually listen to Nirvana that much anymore.
No,
to be honest.
I really
I
don't.
did when I was younger, but I don't really listen to that much.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I'm going to go on to something that the rules say I'm not really allowed to talk about that in that case. Obviously, with the Pixies having their music on the soundtrack for Fight Club, I was curious to find out, what is your dream film to record a soundtrack for?
Maybe a Wes Anderson film. That'd be pretty cool. His visuals are good, so it'd be nice to try
I was
and...
gonna say Tarantino, but that's not our style whatsoever. But like, yeah,
Yeah?
something, I'd stick with your one. We got some taste in films. So,
Nice. So my brother always gets me to ask this question behind the camera. Hello.
The man behind the...
Yeah. What is the biggest hurdle you guys have had to overcome as a band, and how did you solve it?
Daily, mate.
On a daily basis, let's see, no money, not being able to work, van breaking down constantly, equipment, booking shows. When we first started, we lived in a van. When we moved to Brighton, we lived in a van for a long time until we found a house. Loads of stuff, man. It's just like,
Amateurs, man.
yeah, exactly what the EP says. We do it because we love doing it. So that's every day is a hurdle. Every day.
You guys moved down from Newcastle to Brighton. How do you guys feel like that kind of developed you as a band?
Massively. Like, always felt like you should move further or closer to London, because it seems you're so disconnected in Newcastle. There's loads of really good bands in Newcastle, and stuff seems to be kicking off there more, which is really good. But we just felt like it was a better shout to be an hour's drive or something.
Yeah.
And Brighton is killer. Like, all of our favourite bands at the time were there, so
It's taken off down there, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
A lot of bands. That's good to hear. So what are your personal aspirations as a band? What kind of direction do you guys plan on taking in the future?
Aspirations, straight up, being able
be
to
alive.
just to be able to do it, get paid for it, not have to worry about having a job. Aspirations wise, like,
same as every band.
Yeah,
man. Just
yeah,
as long as
yeah.
you get to keep putting music out and enjoy it and not it up, then
we're more than happy to do as many tours, as many shows as possible. That's pretty much it, you know.
Standard band
it is
crack,
standard
man.
band.
So you guys are supporting Pearl Hearts tonight, obviously. What is the song that you're most looking forward to seeing, and that I should be most looking forward to seeing tonight?
By them,
Yes.
or by us.
By them
Just like
and by you.
The soundtrack, they've got a little. I don't know if it. Yeah, they've got a little surprise
Can we
ready.
get away with this?
They got a little bit extra coming out, so
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing it all the surprises come out throughout the night.
I think
Not just
also
one.
like we met them the first time we played Great Escape, and that's where our manager Tommy found us and stuff. So it's like a little bit of history there as well. So it's quite nice.
Full circle, man.
Full circle.
How did that kind of happen with him finding you then that
Just
night?
randomly at the show, just a White Rabbit in Brighton.
Raining.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was raining, so he came in, and then thank for that, eh?
There's a lucky moment with the weather then in that
Yes.
case.
God bless British weather.
Hey.
So that's it.
So lastly, is there anything else that we need to know about at all from you guys that is maybe coming out at all in the future?
Danny likes whiskey. Oh, that's coming out in the future. Sorry. I was trying to score some like free endorsements from like a lovely.
Give us whiskey.
Yeah.
Right, I think
There's a lot coming out, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a constant
We're
thing.
going back in the studio in April to do some other stuff. Yeah.
all that stuff. It's all coming. It's just later on, keeping a lot of it secret.
fantastic. Right, I'm going to leave it there, guys, but thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to go and buy, download and stream Amateurs on Friday, the 23rd of March.
Give us some more money.
Give them money! Thanks, guys.
Thank you.